Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Divisional round of the 2020 playoffs. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right now so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into the action. Looking exactly what Washington did to slow down Tampa, you're going to see a lot of game film possibly broken down really by the Saints, and seeing how the front four were able to create so much pressure against Tampa. Even though Tampa was successful in getting that game out and winning, you saw Chase Young and company. You saw that defensive line for Washington come alive. You saw Ron Rivera also stymie them with the ability to swap quarterbacks. And then when it came down to it, just the pressure from that defensive line really disrupted the offensive line of Tampa. So that really showed a lot of what could be done. And you know what, the Saints have a pretty solid defense. When you look at Cameron Jordan, when you look at Davis, when you look at Latimer, you have a lot of guys that can just flat out ball. It does not matter what position they're playing. They're just great football players. So when you saw the Bears struggle to score on the Saints defense, that was a nod to the defense. That was a nod to how well they were playing. It's not just that the Bears have a bad offense. The Saints were making it difficult for them to get passes to open receivers as well. So we saw a lot of action once the ball was in the air and Chicago threw the ball, that a lot of the Saints were either knocking it down, getting their hand in there, or possibly trying to get a turnover. So that's really big. A couple of notes. New Orleans has owned Tampa this year, going 2-0, one at home, one away, and they beat them pretty soundly in both these matchups. One thing I also do want to note, Mike Evans is definitely hurt. So one thing that's going to transition and happen during this playoffs in this game, Antonio Brown is going to be acting as the number one receiver for Tampa. You're going to see his targets go up, you're going to see his receptions go up, and you're also going to see his touchdowns go up. Latimer is going to have to follow AB in this football game because Mike Evans, we know that he owns Mike Evans. So Mike Evans may fall down to the second or even third receiver for the depth chart because of his injury. So what you have to think is, okay, if we get in a game plan together, we have to get Gronk open. We have to get Antonio Brown open. We got to get Mike Evans his catches and Chris Godwin his catches. So it's just so much to go around for this offense. I think Bruce Arians has his work cut out for him. But on the other side, Sean Payton can definitely call up offensive plays. You see how Drew Brees is still being able to wing it. The offense for the Saints is, low-key struggling right now. But I will say this, if it's anybody that can call plays and get them out of that situation, Drew Brees is one of those guys that can do it. And I think that right now he's playing with house money. Because of his age, Tom Brady's age, this is going to be a record-setting game because it's two quarterbacks over 40 in this game. And then when it goes down to it, can the Tampa Bay Buccaneers run the ball against that Saints defense? Can they get out and really make plays? Can they get out and force the issue? That's going to be one of the biggest things on the mind of so many different people. What it boils down to for me, will Michael Thomas go off? Will Alvin Kamara go off? It's some type of offensive threat that has to go off for the Saints, and that's going to put a lot of things in place. If this is truly a track meet, I like Tampa's opportunities to win that track meet because, remember, AB for that second game, he was there, but he wasn't really there for an extended period of time to get some work in with Tom Brady, to get the work in with practice and really fill out where this team is. It was just, he's just signed. So I'm looking at this and I'm keeping that into consideration as well. So for this game here, I have to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win because I feel in my heart of hearts they're going to do everything that's needed to get the job done. They're going to possibly go up a couple of points and they're not going to give that lead back. I feel like if they get into a shootout with Drew Brees, they have just enough defense to make it slow down for the Saints to where they're not necessarily going to be able to outsmart them or outplay them, but they can out-scheme them. So I just look at it, Tampa's offense is just too explosive, and at any point in time, they can put up 40 as well. So I'm picking Tampa to upset the Saints. Are you Saints fans? Are you Buccaneers fans? Get in the comment section below, and definitely tell me what you're thinking. And until next time, my friends, thank you so very much, and definitely check out my archives for the NFL playoffs. Thank you so very much.